Episode 85 of Valheim, Slow and Easy, starts right now. Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Hank, your guide for the next 45 minutes to 55 minutes of your life. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this is the joyful, warm, welcoming environment you're looking for and not the exclusionary, discomfortable, bumpy road type of place that you'd rather not be, such as Windows 11. Don't get me started, okay? Good God. I think it's been a few episodes since I've bitched about it, but Jesus. I hate... Okay, let's not. So, speaking of your human needs, by the way, they rock, okay? I want you to know it's okay to have needs, and you deserve to have them fulfilled by your society. All human needs should be owned collectively and operated for everyone's access and benefit, not just so that a few people can hold your desire to stay alive hostage. They've monetized the survival instinct. So all right, good, there you go. Yes, welcome. More Mistlands exploring. This has to go. Sorry, I can't take the damn light. Back to the Mistlands. We're continuing our quest to find more of these bad boys, black cores, to build some construction furniture, some workshop items, and oh man, am I excited about that. But so far we've been a bit stymied, a bit frustrated, but we've got a decent system. Looks like we'll have some bone mass powers in a few minutes for when we have to face one of our many mortal enemies. And meanwhile, we're going to keep pressing onwards into the Mistlands. So look how far up we're getting here. We started a couple back. We were running around here a little bit. Now we're really heading up deeper into the realms. And yeah, we'll get some sticks as we go. There's a tree down here that probably ready to be turned into sticks. But yeah, let's tear down this thing. Do we have? Yes, we're good. Okay. Nope. Do the workbench last. Got our mist. Okay, we're good. Now, continuing into the lands. Yeah, it's just I mean, hey, maybe it's something wrong with my computer or something I've done messed up, but it's just unbelievable how how clunky Windows 11 is. Like the metaphor I was thinking of the other day was like before they invented suspension for cars, or like rubber for shoes. Hold on, let me get this thing here. There's fish down. Yeah, those light fish. See those? Yeah, we gotta get those one of these days. Like the earliest cars, you just were... Okay. Well, why did I think that was gonna work? That was just dumb. Okay, well, we'll just write that off as an expense loss on our taxes. Haha, yes! Fuck you, tree! Yeah, I tend to like to be in a flow state, sort of a mood thing with my brain, and that's where I'm really cooking, and I'm like moving fast, and I have my mouse DPI set. I barely twitch my hand, and it flies around, and I'm a professional video editor, you know? Something's wrong, but oh shit. Hang on. Let's try to get our bearings here. Okay. Yeah, I got a really good snappy mouse muscle memory. And when I'm in a groove, it's new folder, rename, copy the name, assign a file, append the beginning of the file, SR_, so that I know it's a screen recording. Boom, boom, boom. Rename it. Blah, blah, blah. Open DaVinci. Blah, blah, blah. Fly it in there. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Close the window. Oh. Relive some trauma from childhood. Shake that off. Get back to Windows 11. And also, it's also with Photoshop is clunky. I've got to respond to one of their emails to me. Those bastards. Adobe. Oh, I have no weight here. I don't wanna... Is that a structure? Okay. All right. And I'm similar with that too. Create new layers, rename new layers, move things around, group a thing, merge a thing. And it's like I'm used to it working fast. Good God, that's terrifying. I hope he's fighting that house of dudes. Come on. They got stuff in the basement. Yeah, bad news here. Is it? I'm just looking the direction I think I hear it coming from, but I don't know if it's spatially. Mostly just don't like having all this weight. Well, what am I going to do if I see it? Shoot it? No. I'm just keeping 10. I don't really need. Somebody's cooking something. Smell, but it doesn't smell great. It smells a little burned. But okay. I'm gonna keep going this way. We're gonna just hope that we're heading away from it. It feels like we are. Maybe we'll put a just so it has some guiding lights to bring us there. And I have a lot of hard drives. Most of them are connected to oops, wrong one. SATA cables. For those of you that don't know what that means, it means you either there's basically 3 ways to connect a hard drive to your computer. There are SATA cables, which are the SATA ports. SATA, and it's usually 6 gigabytes a second or something like that, and it's very normal standard computer thing. That is an SSD, right? I think you can connect the old the old spinning drives to those as well. Those also had a different connection. It's been a long time since I've used one of those. They're still around. They actually work pretty well for storage, but slow. SATA cables are plenty fast for SSDs. Then there's NVMe drives, which are the type of drives that are in laptops, but you can get them. You get them for PCs as well, because why not? They work fine. They're the ones that are the size of a stick of gum. They fit into an M.2 slot on your motherboard. These are faster than SATA cables. These are more a modern or newer technology. Love them. Real fun. Why is nothing even... Oh, it doesn't even try if you can't. And then there's USB connections. There's 2.0, which is old and clunky. There's 3.0. There's some faster ones, 3.2, 3.1, 3.2. So, like, I use a couple... I think I have a couple drives connected to USB, but most of mine are SATA cables, and I have 2 NVMEs connected. And it's a very, very fast computer. I'm very fortunate to have an updated machine. I'm thrilled. That's why we're going to be doing some much different games coming up soon, too. God, this spot I'm at is just terrible. And I don't know if that's what, like, maybe the Windows is doing something with the damn drives that it needs to, like, so if I guess the reason I bring up the drives is if I were to do a fair test, like good science is controlling variables. and you also have a control group and a test group to do a comparison. Is to say, I changed one variable on the test group, and here's how it differs from the control group. Now, this isn't a science thing. I'm not doing hard science here, but man, the anxiety, this fucking thing. This is what it feels like when you're poor. You just always have this thing, this humming, looming threat. Every purchase comes with an emotional, mental tax. Oh, should I get this? The one that's 20 cents cheaper? Or the one that's 20 cents more? Oh, yeah. And so if I were to do a proper like accounting of the computer, I would want to like get rid of all the drives and just use the one it came on and see how chunky it is. It's like, but it shouldn't matter at all. If it's got to do shit with the drives, then figure something out as to how you make your Windows thing. It takes at least 5 seconds to paste a folder. You paste, that's it. Control N for a new folder, or Shift Control N for a new folder. 2 seconds. So it feels like it just totally messes with the uh-oh, we got a friend. Hang on. Must be from Microsoft. Heard me badmouthing their horrible product. Stupid shit ass Epstein pedo Bill Gates. Okay, come on. A bunch of them would suck. Let me just get you down into my office. Yeah, we gotta do a zip back. Maybe. Okay. It's totally unexcusable that older versions of the software run on my older computer that's like 10 years old with snappiness that you'd expect, the kind that doesn't mess up your whole frickin' workflow. Like, I understand if I paste a large file, I get like big gigabyte, like I copy a lot of like large video editing stuff. I'm not talking about that. I pasted a 17 kilobyte file into a folder and I counted and it took over 5 seconds earlier today. And I said, excuse me? Excuse me? All right. Okay, well, that's fun. That's fun for new people. Just open up, start bitching about Windows 11. Just unbelievable. So, okay, I'll wrap up the point. I was kind of curious about Linux. I've heard of it for over the years, of course. I haven't really ever watched someone really do a deep thing with Linux or, do a ton with it. But I see more and more about it. And I've been, since the computer upgrade, also, let's put some flames. Lovely. And I'm not the only person who's having frustrations with Windows 11 or Adobe. And there's an online community of people who are making the switch. Now, I've already done it with DaVinci, mostly, except for one big thing. I still have to pay for some of Adobe for some stuff, which is so freaking annoying. Mist B 3. Yes. 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 But what's behind there? Let me just... Oh, there's a stick. I call them sticks because they look like sticks. They look like a bundle of sticks, and I'm not going to say that word. So it's just incredibly obnoxious. So now I think, and I've already talked about this a little bit, and it's certainly not going to happen real soon because I'm already sort of overtaxing my capacity as it is. I would love to do a whole series of like learning Linux, learning how to go from a Windows-based system to Linux. Linux runs OBS, runs DaVinci, runs Adobe, runs browsers, runs internet, runs music players, VLC probably. What the hell do I need Windows for? I don't know. Compatibility with some other software. I'm just not like I have some specialized industry. There's dual boot. I've never done that before. I did mess around with ISO images way back some years back, but I'm feeling very motivated. Instead of like, oh yeah, Windows kind of sucks, haha, but yeah, I'll get to Linux eventually. Now it's kind of like, I think I have to switch to Linux for my mental health. I don't sit here and I don't go like, I'm angry, I'm upset. I don't do that, but I feel the friction. It's like driving a car, like a car that has no suspension. You're just bong, bong, bong. You hope you hit a smooth patch so you can recover a little bit. It's just absolutely incredible how terrible it is. And predictably now. So we have 4 over here. 2 there, 2 here. 4 total. I don't know. Those are pretty far apart, I feel like that's separated enough that I just kind of want them all over here. We'll leave it for now, though. I think I'll just move the one back. Oh, there's 3 there now. I don't know. Yeah, I'm being way too hasty, speaking of science. Got to get that Nobel Prize, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm very confident that I'm not going to struggle with Linux. There'll probably be a few, growing pains and friction points. I said scratching points for some reason. But, I know it's not going to be totally smooth sailing. But it's gotten way more friendly. It's gotten in terms of like user interface and stuff. And I think it's been that way for some years now. And when you look up YouTube videos about PC parts, PC building, Linus Tech Tips has good stuff. Jay's 2 Cents does a good job with explaining stuff. There's a whole bunch of Windows 11 bloatware videos about getting rid of crap and AI. And, so there's a lot of good help in the YouTube world for that stuff. When you get into the comments, especially when the ones where they're talking about Linux, people love Linux. One of them was like, I set up my mom's computer on Linux. She has no idea she's using Linux. She just emails and browses, and people don't do a lot of stuff. I do a lot of different shit with computers, and I don't compared to some. You know what I mean? I do video editing, animation, digital art, and audio processing and recording and stuff. But I am thinking about streaming the Shrimp Squad to TikTok or something. Is anybody an expert at making money on TikTok? If I had to just babysit a stream all day and somehow like people watch it and they're like, I love the shrimp. Oh, I love them. And then I go, yep. Does that work? I don't know, man. It looks cool. It's a cool shot. A little straw comes in every once in a while and feeds them. People go crazy for that. The straw has arrived. I'm trying to do this channel, Shelf Life Aquariums, a little bit just to mess with the recording and do some editing, or some kind of instruction videos using it too, to do like masking tutorials. And yeah, so I sort of want it to be artistic. All right, let's keep pushing. I'm starting to get super distracted. So how are we doing on rested? Let's just get fully rested. We got a full day here. Plenty of time left in our episode. I think our map is not great though, because, well, it rounds around here. I mean, I guess if we're going to explore a whole continent, that'll be helpful. Just lots of Mistlands over here. So we have no shortage, but okay. Pretty good food, pretty good everything. So the first stage of the Linux project is not necessarily like, I'm just going to turn it into Linux. It's going to be, I'm converting the old machine into a Linux machine to learn on that. So I can keep this one running as a highly useful. It runs games awesome. It runs DaVinci super fast. It runs other programs incredibly well. Let's not get blown up because I'm trying to bitch about Windows software. So, all right, let's keep. I feel like this little outlet thing is just all rock. I don't know if any good's gonna come besides destroying their vegetation. Okay, where'd the thing go? Is that worth going down there for? I don't know. I don't see any way. I don't see any shoreline. And I feel like what's going to happen is I'm going to be... careful. I'm going to be regretful. Oh, I think... No, I can't. I don't. I'm going to be regretful I didn't do it sooner. I'm almost certain that's going to be the case, because it'll be a little bit like when I went from Adobe to DaVinci, from Premiere to DaVinci, where I was just like, oh my God, this is like smooth. And I forgot what it feels like to edit without having to like incorporate the weird little annoying bugs. And DaVinci has weird little annoying bugs. It's not like it's perfect yet. There's certainly going to be, I don't expect it to ever be totally perfect, but I just want to make folders and rename files smoothly. And if I copy a lot of gigabytes, I'll wait. I get it. Do something else while it copies. I'm not. Because my entire... No, entire is not the right way, not the right word, but my whole thing is just... I don't see any reason to climb up on top of that. Oh, shit. What if their hair pushed me off the cliff? That's like one of their moves. If your back is turned to the water, by the water enough, they'll just charge at you and push you. Uh-oh. 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 Something. It's down there. I see it. I think it's a soldier. Here, let me, just get up. Is that land down there? Like how much water? Okay. Like I could kind of fight where we are. Bwomp. Sorry. All right, let's decide here. What? I didn't bring any wisp stuff. Dang it. Do I have wood? Yes. All right, let's do it. Let's try to make it quick. Ah. Miss B3. And it'll be an interesting project to hopefully share. Like, you know, that adds a hell of a lot of complexity to do it with on camera and with like, but that's what I'm trying to do. You know, we'll bring 10 instead of 20. We don't. Where do the sticks weigh anyway? 2? I guess they don't weigh. Oh, 20 total. Okay. 2 each. Duh. Okay. All right, back out. And, you know, I think that's in it. I think there'll be others interested in that. And it has an anti-capitalist kind of spirit, too. Of, hey, let's at least lean on some of the technologies that aren't the most exploitative and shitified. Oops, did it in the wrong order. Okay, so there's baddies running around down there. I want to get through this. My wood supply 20. A little bit paranoid that eventually, you know, I'm going to be doing something else, and then suddenly some bug is going to come notice me and head on over. Okay, I guess we're going to just cut through it. That's an interesting rock structure in the distance. Sorry, just being a little... Okay. All right. Now we have high health. Is that the noise of the bugs, or is that the noise of one of those dudes fighting the bugs? Oh, shit. What is that? Just a seeker. All right. You can come in here. Anybody else? There's a soldier. Do they climb up? Do they climb up? What kind of stupid question is that? They're bugs. Bugs don't need stairs. They don't climb. They just stick to anything they touch. Or if you're a bug that's heavy enough that its weight is a issue for it, like it has gravity, you know, consideration. So I know all bugs are subject to gravity, but come on, you know what I'm saying? Dragonflies, those things are amazing. Like, what the hell is going on with that little thing? That's wild. Ugh. I almost want to let him go because I just don't want to take up the inventory spot, you know? Sure. I mean, he hasn't come up yet. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna shoot it with ice and then shoot it with. All right, ready? And then I'm gonna switch. Does that freeze it? How little damage this does. That sucks. $108. Was that the back? I know I'm hitting it like in its helmet, like its face. So maybe you gotta shoot it in its back booty. Or in that like open spot. Ice arrow. Change arrow. Give me that big one again. I have a ton of these arrows. Not just on me, but back. Oh, he's crouching. Did that miss? Trying to sort of aim for behind it, but there you go. 120. Ugh. Does the ice do anything? think that missed. When you shoot at weird angles, you gotta like not. You gotta calibrate around the aiming thing. Oh, I don't want to go further down. I could go down there and whoop his butt, but I don't wanna. That's the direction that there's both water and the flying thing. Two of my greatest enemies. Water and the sky. Although if I see a trophy, I'll have to go get it. Yeah, let's just go get it. Man, it's weak. It's wacky. Here, I'm gonna put a light down here. Can I? Nah. Good enough. Good enough. All right, let's. Guess we'll go off to the left. I saw a bluey. I saw something blue. Doesn't mean. Oops. Okay. Just a little. Okay. All right. Is there a building attached to that blue, or is that just... It's fine. Sounds a little bit louder. Oops, didn't mean to do two of them. Yeah, look at that crazy rock over there. That's what I was trying to point out earlier. That feels like you got to get to the top of that. Is that cross water? No. It's a nice little spot for a base. How we doing on stuff? Do you have stuff? Got an extra. Still can't tell if that thing is... I don't think it's a building. It's kind of hard to get out there. Trying to... Water. Okay. Yeah, it's just a... All right, let's cut the stupid tree out of the way. Get the light rays off that thing. Man, I haven't seen anything. In other words, like, you know, we've been up high most of this. You'd think we'd be able to spot a, oh shit. Is there any use? I mean, other than maybe I can come and, like, take it. Is there something to that? So we can keep, you know, keep pushing through there. We can turn that off. All right, let's just take this. There's a chance not to push our luck too much. Build a workbench. Come on. Thank you. And then a little thingy. They're called thingies. That's the formal word for it. Mist B3. Miss B3. Okay, just a quick, yeah. There's bone. This is probably the one thing I should have left a portal at, is that bone over there. That would probably be smarter. I have so many portals that just sit there. Like, it's all fine wood, you know. 5 portals is 100 fine wood. There's a bunch up there that I haven't touched in many, many moons. And I kind of want to cook some stuff with some of what they... some of the seeker shite, because there's some, you know, stuff I haven't had before. Let's go check out the kitchen. Man, sorry, it's not as the payoff will be worth it when we finally do get to where we want, but it is definitely kind of a tedious effort. Let's cook some frickin' $600. What the? Oh, that's because these serpents, they weigh 10 each. I mean, I can kind of like that because they're such giant medallions of delicious fish protein, but, you know, still. What are some of the things I make with uncooked meat platter? I have not done that yet. This has itch here. 85 and 28 for an uncooked mist hair supreme. Hell yeah. What's the one I like though? That's the unbaked sweetbread. Oh, that uses an egg, eh? Crawfish, swamp delight. The one with the charcuterie board. As long as it's not on the hook, it won't burn. You have a lot of crap on me right now. Fine. Yeah, so there's the, it's the one with the pie. That's 35, 35, 45, 45. Some of them are just balanced. Some of them... That one. Plains Pie Picnic. Oh, that comes with an ingredient you got to purchase. Or that requires an ingredient you got to purchase. But that's because I think that's true of all the platters. Because those are 10. Those have 10 meals. So 55, 55 is the best. Plus 4 HP per tick. And then there's pie. I have not done one of those yet. But I do think some uncooked meat platters might go down. 5 HP. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's get some seeker meat in a hurry while that stuff cooks. This will be kind of risky in terms of you should mind your 3 and 2. 3. I think I saw 3. Now it's not the time I got. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's 3. I think I was just being impatient, and I don't think they spawn when you're away. Okay. So we need lox, meat. I didn't see. I don't remember what the other ingredient is. Oh, hair meat. So, okay, hang on. Does it cook in a oven? Oh shit! I didn't mean to cook that. Why did I cook that? I don't have any. Okay, well that makes sense. Hang on. Honey. Shrooms. This is a mess of a drawer. Or what do they call these things? Okay. Lox meat. I'm gonna get 20. Let's get 5. Yeah, alright, we're gonna cook some uncooked meat platters. Let's see what our cooking skill is at. 17, climbing up to 18. Let's do 5 of these. This is a more advanced cook thing. I don't know if you get the same credit for making a bowl of cereal as you do for... Great, now I got a bunch of those I wasted. Here, hang on. Gotta put the locks down. I'm sure there's some sort of sequencing order of operations, but I don't know. Ready for the oven. I got 3 of those. Oh yeah, I want to check the... Well, yeah, that did well. We did 6 there, that because I did an extra one. Five more. And we'll have 20. Oh, I got an extra. Hell yeah. That was an extra one, I think. Oh, cooking to 18. Okay. So it happened at the same time. That's why we didn't get the typical feedback. Put our locks away. Okay. Those are for serpent stews, and these are for any upgrade. Oh, I gotta get my locks out. Then we'll cook them real quick. Inventory full. Shut up. 5 more of those. Heavy as hell. 2 more of these. Lovely. Cleared up a bunch of inventory. Let's grab some wood. Turn on the ovens. Here's where I keep all my ready to cook breads. It's about time to clear some inventory. We've been Well, let's just see what happens. Oops. That bread first. So the bread's going to cook first. Yes. Yes. While the bread cooks, we'll make some serpent stew, mushrooms and honey. This whole kitchen, I do quite like it. I don't really feel a need to change it. However, it does have a efficiency score that's less than what I would prefer, if that makes sense. The bread done. There it goes. Now it's done. Makes a noise and starts making smokies. All right, now we're going to cook 8 breads. Here's the meat platters. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, 4. Okay. Wasn't sure how many we'd get. Look at those. Folded up ham. That's not ham. What is it? It's seeker meat, lox meat, and hare. Not bad. All right. Let's cook some serpent stew. Do I have serpent? Yes, I do. In my... How heavy is a serpent stew? Hey. Oh, it's mushrooms, not just cloudberries, dumbass. I don't really have the inventory space for it, but oh yeah, here we go. Turned off auto pickup to see so I could look at it. Oh. Okay. Well, that's what an uncooked one looks like. That's been sitting there forever. That meat platter. Actually, good source of find wood, honestly, is to go around the base. All these things are set down on item stands. That's a waste. That's a ton of find wood. I have all kinds of stuff. That'll be tedious as heck, but worth it. Because I'm, tedious as heck, too. Serpent. Let's see our cooking score. Coming up on the 18 in the middle. And it's in 18, but in the... Uh-oh, hold on, I hear... I should get more experience from juggling all these different operations. Can I bring, like, gifts to the other dudes? What if I gave them some of this stuff or something, you know? Oh. Like, why does it gotta be murder them and steal their stuff? Just because that's the main mechanic in the game. Alright, serpent stew. Even with an extra. And cooking went up to the... Okay, that's a nice jump. Yep, alright. Go. Two more. Oh. Oh, coal. Nah, dumbass. That's what that noise was. Blew it. 80 health compared to 80-26 on Serpent Stew for 30 minutes. This is 80-26 with 30 minutes, but it's 5 HP. Weighs the same. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just want to finish off the serpent cook. Ah, can't believe I let 4 of them go to coal. As we like to say, believable! Unbelievable! Oh yeah, I do have more. This thing is just killing me. Alright, here, hang on. Even that. Get out of there. Yeah. We'll be fast. Okay. 4 more. Out of honey. Two. Put the shrooms away. Get the 2 out of that box. Just making the kids lunch for the week. Just making the lunch for the week. A little bit of salami, a little bit of bologna, some white bread. Cut the crust off so they don't get nothing healthy. I hate the crust, Mom. You suck. He's right. That's the truth. Oh, I didn't grab enough honey. I only grabbed 2. I should have grabbed 4. What a fool. What if you just did this the whole time? Every single time you went back for the ingredients for one of them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now where's all my serpent meat? There's some of this meat. We'll just leave it in there. Anything else that can... Yeah, they'll put that in there. Okay. Royal jelly, that's been down there for a long time. Pick up some of this crap. Okay. Okay. Take our rocks over to our rock station. What's in there? Ooh. That's a sound you never want to hear your doctor make. Ugh. Ugh. Oh no! Ow, my eye! What happened to the doctor? Why is my health at 17? Isn't it like minimum 25 even if you're low? I don't know. What am I misunderstanding here? Was it smoke inhalation probably? What just happened? I gain a cooking skill? 19. All right. I think that's all the... Okay. Yeah, there's a ton of fine woods in these little stands. That's definitely something I'm gonna have to... Probably will do it offline just because it's tedious and... I don't know. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. I'll sort it all out. We did it. We got to the end, guys. Thanks for watching another fantastic episode. Let's do this here. Bye. Oh, it didn't work. Roar. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go with toast. Vibe. Come on, that's immersion breaking. Look at the deer watching me. Thank you so much, everybody. We've had a nice time. We're exploring the Mistlands. We're keeping ourselves alive, trying to avoid death. Not doing a great job with that. We're raging against the behemoths of Adobe and Microsoft together someday. And I appreciate you liking and subscribing, and can't wait to continue the journey. We'll pick it up here next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.